Hey friends, Happy New Year! In this video, I've decided to do a story time. It's perfect for the beginning of the year. It's about a friend of mine who was having anxiety and fear about trying to make a big career move and how I helped her through sharing my own personal career journey. So stick around, it should be interesting. So just before the holidays, as I said, I was helping my friend put her resume together to get ready to send it out, and she began to fill me in on her new pursuit. During this conversation, she expressed her anxiety in applying for this position, really mainly because she was working in the office of a food industry company, and where she was applying was actually a corporate office. I understood her concerns fully, but I knew that what she was trying to accomplish was absolutely achievable. I had just exited the corporate industry after 20 years, and during my time, I served as a corporate accounts manager. I was involved in the interview and hiring process, so I knew that I could give her some tips, but probably the most valuable information for me to give her was my personal journey. So here's where my career journey starts. So let's get into it, shall we? I was in my 20s, a mother of three, working at a prestigious jewelry store where I was hired as a retail salesperson, and I eventually began to work into the office. So I was working between the office and the store. I was completely happy. I mean, who wouldn't be? You're working with high-end jewelry every day. It was lovely. However, this didn't quite fit my lifestyle with three small children. I needed more time, and working on the weekends was becoming even more stressful for me. So I began to search for a new job and thinking, what job could I really get that wouldn't require me to work on weekends? And as I was in this thought process, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm surrounded by offices. All of these corporate offices work 9 to 5 and Monday to Friday. Like, this would be perfect for me, you know, to have more time with my kids. Perfect, right? Wait, pause. Let's just rewind and go back for a minute to let me explain to you where I was. All of my work experience up to that point was in beauty salons, and because I really thought I was going to be a hairdresser. And my only background for education was high school, but I was determined. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna get one of those jobs. I managed to get an interview with one of the top accounting and auditing companies, and I was just so excited about it. I was just like, I have to nail this. I needed those weekends with my babies. With that being said, I knew that one of the first things that I needed to do was upgrade my skills. So I began to take courses that I felt would be beneficial to my transition. I took a typing class, I took a Microsoft Office class, advanced Excel and Word trainings, and I also did a data organization class. I just tried to take classes that I knew would probably be helpful for my transition, that I knew it was about to happen. And I actually started to apply for these jobs everywhere. Like, I applied everywhere before I was even finished with the classes. Now, I don't think that that's probably recommended, but for me personally, when a fire is lit underneath me, like, it's all gas. I am going pedal to the metal. I applied everywhere, and in the end, it did actually pay off. To prepare for the interview, I began to research the company to find out what kind of business it was, what services they offered. I even Googled certain terminology that was used. This was a whole new world for me, so I wanted to not go in blind. I wanted to have some kind of idea of what I was getting myself into, and also what the company was about that I had just got this interview for. So this was a whole new world for me, and I needed to get as much information as I could. On the day of the interview, I wanted to make sure that I dressed the part. So I came looking smart in my business attire and being sure throughout the interview to be responsive, engaging, remaining with a pleasant disposition and super confident. Now, I wasn't actually confident because I was scared to death, but sometimes you gotta fake it to make it. So I got the job. I got the job, and I knew from there on it was really all on me to learn very quickly, take advantage of all the opportunities that were presented to me, and to apply the knowledge to climb the corporate ladder. That position, for my first corporate job, was an entry-level junior bookkeeper, and I left the corporate world as a corporate accounts manager. While working in these corporate offices, I've seen them hire nannies, bartenders, athletes, and people of all kind of backgrounds are hired for these entry-level positions. But ultimately, it's going to be up to the individual to apply themselves and take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you to really make your mark in a corporate company. Now, with that being said, the moral of this whole entire story is to never limit yourself. You may think that, okay, I'm working here and I don't qualify to, for this next position. You have no idea. You have no idea. Try it. Like I was telling my friend who I was helping with this resume, apply everywhere. You have a job right now already. You can't lose. You really can't lose. You already have a job. You only have it to gain. So that was my advice to her, and I think that me sharing my unconventional journey through corporate really helped her to see that it is possible. Like I said, what she was trying to accomplish was definitely attainable and achievable. In closing, I just want to say, set your sights on what it is that you want, prepare yourself accordingly, and go after it. Pursue it with all determination and confidence, and I'm quite sure you'll come out a winner. Thanks for sitting through this story time with me, and definitely brought back some memories of how I have definitely hustled my way through this whole career experience, and now embarking on this new journey. Here I am again in a place that I'm not familiar with, but trust me, I'm learning every day, and I fully believe that I will achieve everything that I'm set out to do. Thanks. Talk to you guys again later.